Hi everyone, Steven here. This is the first video of the three that I'll be making for Wednesday, May 13th, 2020. Okay? All right. Before I get to today's lesson, I wanted to mention that I gave a little homework last week about writing a couple of sentences, couple of answers to a couple of questions on page 35 here. Okay, page 35. Page 35, there are a couple of questions there. Okay. It says, why did you come to this country? And why do you live in your neighborhood? Okay. So those are two. I mean, if you watch my videos carefully, I know a lot of you said that you watched them. I asked you to write a couple of answers for those two questions, right? For each question, write down a because answer and because of answer. Okay, so you're supposed to send me two answers for each question. That's a total of four sentences, four answers. Okay, so if you haven't done it, please send them to me at schoi413 at gmail.com. Some of you already sent those homework to me, and I've corrected some of them, and I gave some advice to some other ones. So if you've done it, I appreciate that. If you haven't done it yet, please send those sentences through the email, and then I'll take a look at it. Even if you're doing really well, I really want to know where you are, because I have no idea how much English you really know or you don't know. Okay, so that's one small way I can figure out who you guys are, because I've never met you guys. You know that, right? All right. So today we're gonna start on Unit 4, Health. Okay, Unit 4, Health, uh, in our book, and we're gonna go right to page 46. Page 46 to the grammar section, and we're gonna talk about a couple of adverbs today. Okay, and on page 46, those adverbs are recently and lately. Remember, adverbs, they end in ly. Remember ly. All right, so they're adverbs, and they answer what? This is time questions, right? When. So they answer when something happened. Okay, when, recently, or lately. Okay, those are a couple of adverbs. Okay. All right. So before we get into the exercises in the book, I wanted to talk a little bit about these two words. Okay, what are the similarities and what are the differences? Okay. All right. First of all, what's the meaning? What's the meaning of these words? Okay, are they same? Are they same? Different? Okay, I mean obviously they are what they're talking about time, right? When something happened. If I say, I had I had well, the book says what? Book says I no, what does the book say? I forgot already. What the book says, um, have you gone to the gym recently, right? Have you gone to the gym? Okay. So the book says, have you gone to the gym? Okay. So, it's asking you when, right? Have you gone to the gym? Okay. Have you gone to the gym uh recently, lately? And you say, yes. Okay, so what does that mean to you? Recently and lately. Okay, it's something in the past, because it's present perfect is past ideas, right? So it happened in the past, but how long ago? A long time ago? No, that's long time ago. Okay, it's opposite of long time ago. Recently and lately means what? Means near past or short time, right? Short time. Okay, near past or short time ago. So they both mean, not too long ago. Okay, not too long ago. In other words, if you go to the gym, okay, if I went there 10 years ago, you wouldn't say recently or lately. Okay, how about a year ago, just 1 year? No, that's still not recent or lately, right? When we say recently or lately, we're talking few days or few weeks. I don't think even few months. That's too far away, too far into the past. Okay, so Recently and lately is near past or a short time ago. Okay, so this is near past. Okay, so recently, the R is for recently and L is for lately. Okay, so they both have the meaning, which means which is a short time ago. Okay, not too long ago. Okay, all right. So let's keep the sentence up here. Have you gone to the gym? Okay, and if you said recently or lately, have you gone to the gym recently? Have you gone to the gym lately? Does that sound good to you? Are they correct? Whether you use lately or recently? Have you gone to the gym recently? Have you gone to the gym lately? Yeah, sounds good, right? Sounds good. So, what tense was this? This was present perfect. Okay, so present perfect tense. That tense can use recently and lately all day long. Okay, in fact, you'll see a lot of present perfect tense sentences using recently and lately. So you can use both recently and lately in the present perfect tense. Okay, all right. So, but what's the difference? Is there a difference between the two ideas? Is there a difference between the two ideas? Okay. Let's put an answer to this question. Have you gone to the gym recently? You say yes. I have gone to the gym recently. Okay. Yes, I have gone to the gym recently. Okay, that's perfect. And then if you said yes, I've gone to the gym lately. Okay. They're both good answers, right? Both good answers. But what's the difference? Do you know the difference here? Do you sense something here? Yes, I've gone to the gym recently. Yes, I've gone to the gym lately. Remember, present perfect, is it specific or non-specific? It's non-specific, right? Remember that, right? Present perfect is non-specific. So when this guy is asking, when this question is, when the person is asking this question, have you gone to the gym recently or lately? Okay, how often are we talking about? How often? Okay, let's say if the question was once. Let's say once. Okay, let's say once. Okay, have you gone to the gym once recently? You could say yes, right? But what if I said, have you gone to the gym once lately? That's where it doesn't make sense, right? Because lately, okay, and recently, they're both good for repetitive things. Repetitive. Okay? So, in other words, if you've been going to the gym several times, at least more than once, okay, 2 or 3 times, 5 times in the last week or 2 weeks or even, 3 weeks ago, if you've been going there, you could say, yes, I've been going to the gym recently and I've been going to the gym lately. Okay? But if it's only once, okay, have you gone to the gym once recently? Okay, if the question is, okay, if it's once, recently you can say yes. Have you gone to the gym recently once? I'm sorry, have you gone to the gym once recently? Yes, I went to the gym once recently. Okay, but if you say have you gone to the gym once lately? No, because lately is repetitive. Okay, something that happened several times, more than once. Okay, in the near past. If it only happened once, you cannot use it. Okay, so for example, so let's move on to another tense. Okay, so let me show you. Let me explain in another way. Okay, and that's a little confusing right now because when you're not fluent in English, in the English language. Okay, recently and lately will sound the same. I mean, in fact, Americans will make that same mistake too. But if you want to be very, very technical here, recently is for both one time or several times, repetitive things. Lately is only for repetitive things. Okay, if it only happened once, you cannot use lately. You got to use recently. Okay, so for example, if I said, let's go to the simple past. Did you buy a car recently? Okay, so present, this simple past. Okay, did you buy a car recently? That's a good sentence, right? But if I say, did you buy a car? Did you buy a car lately? It really sounds bad in the simple past, right? So present perfect, they're both okay because it's non-specific. Okay, we don't know if it's once or more than once. Okay, but in simple past, especially sentences like this, because obviously you don't buy. Most people don't buy cars every day or even two. Okay, or 2 days in a row. Okay, in a week. So, did you buy a car recently? Usually means one time, right? So it sounds perfectly good with recently, but when you say, did you buy a car lately? No, because lately means something that you do more than once. Okay, I mean unless you're talking to a car dealer or something in a very special sense, special situation, it doesn't sound right. Did you buy a car? Okay, so anyway, so simple past you can use recently, but not lately. Okay, because lately is repetition. Okay, repetitiveness. Okay, all right. So I mean, yeah, let's listen to the answer. Yes, I bought a car recently. Okay, sounds great, right? Okay, but when you say yes, I bought a car lately, it sounds really bad, right? I mean, I don't think even if you're not fluent, that should sound really bad. Yes, I bought a car lately. No, okay, so that's no good. Okay, okay, so you cannot use lately with simple past. You can use both of them with present perfect, but not with simple past. Okay, because uh, lately is only for repetitive things that happen repetitively in the near past. Okay, but recently can be both. Only one time is good enough for recently, or something that was repetitive is okay with recently. Okay. All right. So I know this is not the easiest thing to learn or even teach. If you have any questions, let me know. Okay, or you can put it in the comment section below the video in YouTube. All right. So what's another thing? Okay. So all right. How about this? Um, we just talked about a car. Okay. You say he recently bought a car. Okay. So you can say he recently bought a car. Okay. Okay. What is this? What is this? What is this? He recently bought a car. Okay. That's the verb, right? Okay. That's a okay. Okay. Or I'm sorry. Okay. Let's make this into he he has. Okay. Let's make this present perfect because we gotta use both examples. He has recently bought a car. That's a perfectly good present perfect sentence. Okay. Okay. So these are the verbs. Okay. These are the verbs. Okay. He has bought a car. Okay. And this is what? This is past participle, right? Past participle. Okay. So with recently, you can put it before past participle. Okay. He has recently bought a car. Very good. Most adverbs you can move them around, right? But for some reason, when you put he has lately bought a car, that doesn't sound good. Okay. You could it just doesn't sound good. Okay. So you can put recently. Okay. You can put recently before the PP, past participle. Recently, yes. Lately, no. Okay. So he has recently bought a car. Good. He has lately bought a car. No good. Okay. No good. Okay. Okay. All right. So that's another difference between recently and lately. Okay. All right. Let's talk about another thing. Okay. Recently, 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 it can be used to compare things. Okay. So um let's say you went to let's say you bought two cars recently. Okay. Let's say you bought two cars recently. Okay. You bought a red car and a blue car. Okay. So you could say uh, I bought I bought the red car. Okay. Let me just write the whole thing. I bought the red car more recently than the blue car. Okay, so red car, I bought it let's say May 1st, and the blue car I bought it April, let's say April 20. Okay. Okay, so I bought the red car more recently than the blue car. You can use the word recently to compare time. Okay, compare things. Okay. But let's say you put lately there. Lately. Okay. I bought the red car more lately than the blue car. No. You cannot use lately for comparison. Okay. So for comparison, okay, you can use recently but not lately. Okay. I bought the red car more recently than the blue car, but I bought the red car more lately than the blue car. No, you cannot do comparison with lately. Okay. All right. So these are the main differences between the two words, recently and lately. But this is kind of informal. But let me give you a couple more differences. Um, in the simple present, okay, simple present. Okay, for example, um, she seems happy. Okay, she seems happy, right? That's simple present, right? She seems happy, okay, or she's happy, okay. Now, if you said recently and lately, okay, which one sounds good or better or correct, or are they equal? She seems happy recently, or she seems happy lately. Okay. Now, again, this is language. Nothing is for sure. It's always changing. Languages are dynamic, and English is not an exception. But if you're fluent, or if you're getting fluent in English, one of those doesn't sound good. Okay. If you say she seems happy recently, doesn't sound good. Okay. If you say she seems happy lately, that sounds good. Okay. So for simple present, not always, but simple present you can use lately, but not um, recently. Okay. She seems happy recently. No. She seems happy lately. Yeah, that sounds good. Okay. That's simple present. Okay. All right. Let's do one more before we finish up this lesson on recently and lately. Let's talk about present continuous. Present continuous. Again, these last couple things, it's not really formal writing or whatever. It's just, everyday, just speaking type of situation. So it's not that important, but I just wanted to let you know because, we have a few more seconds here. Present continuous, not continual. Continuous. Okay? Present continuous, okay? For example, let's say he is feeling sad. Okay, he's feeling sad recently or lately. Okay, it's the same thing. You know, lately sounds much better in present perfect, present continuous. He is feeling sad lately. He is feeling sad recently. That doesn't sound as good. Okay, so present continuous, not recently, but lately sounds better. Okay, all right. So these are the difference between recently and lately, and there's the chart. Okay, so I will see you in the next video. Okay, all right. See you soon.